Hi. Today is August 5th. It was the first day of school for my kids. I took the day off of work. And when they didn't need help with school, I was kind of in my own world. I've been feeling really insecure lately. Not 100% of the time. The noodle that you see right now is insecure. And a few of us noodles agree with these thoughts that I'm about to say. I finally went through all the videos that I need to upload, and I have about 132 videos that I still need to upload to my YouTube channel from May, June, July, and now August. I've been recording a lot more this year than I ever recorded in last year, obviously. And I wanted to stop at video number 1000, and I definitely surpassed that. And I don't think I am going to stop, because I started the noodle channel a couple weeks ago, right? And I'm not going to be as open and honest on that channel as I am on this one, because I am trying to get views over there. I'm trying to get conversations started. I'm trying to make it worth something. Like, I don't need to make money off of it, but I want it to be valuable. And I know that these videos that I do here on this channel are rambly and long-winded and don't make sense, and nobody really cares, and nobody sticks around long enough to watch half of it, let alone the whole thing. So I am totally fine with letting my whole truth out on this channel. Whereas the other one, I feel like I owe it to the audience to be concise, brief. I guess that's the same thing. To my point, same thing. I just owe it to them to not ramble. I think that's the most annoying thing that I don't like about YouTube videos, is if they ramble. So why do I ramble? Because I'm not making YouTube videos on this channel. I am doing video journals on this channel, and you just happen to see them, if you're even watching. So that's one thing I'm insecure about. Another thing I'm insecure about is my noodles. I have been drawing noodles every day, almost. There's another set. Several types of noodles. Look at my noodles on the sticky notes there. Here's another one. I'm not feeling very confident with these drawings, and I think it's because I'm trying to stick it in a certain structure. Like, I want it to look a certain way. I want it to make sense. I've got a very OCD approach about this. And if I've got noodles in there, it may be completely disorganized, and there may not be a way to organize the chaos that's inside my brain. But I really want to. I really want to organize the chaos, because that brings me comfort, I guess. Like, I did this one, and I'm like, oh, that works. And I forgot a color. So I'm like, dang it. So I don't want to, like, make it fit and then leave a noodle out. I want to, that's my new markers. I want it to be the best of both worlds. I want all my noodles to be accounted for, and I want it to look pretty. And there's one. But yeah, this was before I changed markers, and I loved it. I thought this was a very pretty way of displaying the rainbow. I'm just feeling really insecure about what I'm doing anymore. I'm feeling, this is my book here. My husband bought it for me. Give me space. I just think it's cute. I'm feeling insecure about video filming because I don't want to edit another video. I don't want to have another video to upload. I guess maybe I need to take a break from these noodles. I don't want to do any Marco Polos right now. I've been avoiding people on Marco Polo probably for over a week. I don't know what that's about. What noodle's coming up for me right now? I'm really not liking where my brain's at lately, which is I feel very disorganized, and I want to be routined. I want to be organized. Like, I guess okay. That noodle was in charge for a long time, and I had noodles rebelling against her. I got a hole in my pillow. Yeah, just sew it up, huh? That would be the easy thing to do. But I don't know where a needle and thread is, so it's not that easy, is it? Anyways, what am I talking about? I'm just talking about, okay, so if I was being really organized and controlled and routined before I found out about my noodles, actually, I'm gonna go back even further. Before I moved into this bedroom, I was really routined. I was exercising in the mornings. I was packing my lunch. I was better organized about money. I was better organized about cleaning my kids' homework, all that stuff. And then COVID happened, and then I moved into this bedroom, and it's almost like anything that symbolizes control to me, because my husband symbolized control, I've been rebelling against it. I don't clean, I don't exercise, I don't watch my food, I don't do anything controlled or routined anymore, like since COVID, basically. And that's just a coincidence. It's not because of COVID. It's just it was right around the same time when I cut my hair, and I deleted all my Facebook friends, and then I fell apart almost daily up until the day I moved into this bedroom. And then I've just been on a rambly noodle ramble ever since I moved in here, trying to find my identity. Who am I without this control? Who am I without Jim's control? That's exactly what it is. Who am I without Jim's control? And that's why I've been on this noodle hunt. And that's why I have my noodle that wants to control me in my brain, whether it be my Iago noodle, the noodle that symbolizes Jim in my head, or it could even be my bossy Crystal noodle. She's very controlling. And I've listened to her several times before, and we've rebelled against her before, and then she's gained control again, and we appreciate being on a routine sometimes. We just don't always want to be on a routine. And I think that's where I'm at right now, is I want to be organized and routined, and I want to know what to expect, and I want to know that I guess I have my control noodle that wants to come out, and we're not letting her come out. So that's where I can sense it based on how unhappy I am. And I think that's how I'm going to determine what's going on for me, is if I'm not happy about something, I got to search which noodle is unhappy. What do I want? Well, I guess I want to be routine and organized. Well, that's different than what you wanted today. Well, that's true. It is different. It's a different noodle wants something. It's a different noodle that's asking for something. And the noodle's in charge right now. You don't want her to come out. They don't want to be controlled. They don't want to be routine. But she wants to control things. She wants to put things in routine. And I don't know, maybe there's more than one noodle that wants that. And maybe me being, I don't know, am I Tina the Rebellion right now? I don't know. I know Tina the Rebellion doesn't like control and routine, but yeah, I'm probably Tina right now. Am I? I don't know. I'm co-fronting with somebody because I don't know what's going on. I hate speaking like I'm not confident because if I'm not confident, then it sounds like I'm stretching what's going on, or reaching is probably a better word, forcing. But then, if you ever talk to someone who is confident about what's going on, they sound like they're faking. They sound like they're faking. They sound like they're acting. They sound like they're making it all up. So I don't want to be someone that sounds like I'm making it up, and I also don't want to be someone that sounds like I'm reaching and forcing. Like, I really want to just be genuine with what's going on for me, and I just recognize this feeling I have is a strong desire to be organized, and it's also resistance to being organized. It's a really interesting dichotomy. Is that the right word? Alexa, what does dichotomy mean?
Dichotomy is usually defined as division into two parts, kinds, etc., subdivision into halves or pairs. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for dichotomy.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
I think the dichotomy that is within me a lot, it's not all the time, but it's a lot, is very interesting because it's almost like noodles are in two different camps and they're getting prepared for battle. They're getting prepared for war, and it's this discord. It's this uncomfortable feeling of uneasiness. Like, why can't both sides get along? I don't want them to fight. I don't want this. I don't want this to go down tomorrow as a who's going to win. Are we going to be organized, or are we going to be lazy? Like, I can tell that's what I'm going to struggle with tomorrow. I can tell that that's the two camps, and I want them to get along, and that's why I'm talking right now, and I want them to figure this out. Of course, the way I'm speaking about it to you right now is all figuratively. Like, I don't actually see people in my head, setting up camp and about ready to go to war. It's just a really great way of describing how I feel. I feel like I've got two parts of me that strongly want two different things. And whether it be two individual noodles or, seriously, two spokespersons of two different camps. I have this. I know that little kids, right? Like my kids and little kids, they thrive on routine and they thrive on things they can expect and consistency. So maybe we can bring this to a round table and convince the lazy side that they've had it lazy since March, really. We haven't been doing anything routine, hardly at all. Maybe going to work, but even that's not been very consistent or even done at our 100% levels. So what we're trying to say is, imagine how much better even the littles will feel. If Bossy Crystal can't have it for her sake of wanting to control things, can you at least give it to the little kids? The littles in our system need something they can rely on, because their childhood, they didn't get things they could rely on. They didn't get consistency. They didn't get stability. If we can come up with a plan that's not Heil Hitler controlling, but it's also not free for all. Can we come up with something? I'd really appreciate that. Can you please think about it? Let's think about it, sleep on it. We can reconvene in a meeting tomorrow morning or something, okay? I wish I could make sense of all this, and it makes me feel a little better knowing that there's a lot of people that experience this sort of internal disagreement. I wouldn't call it a disorder, but sometimes it's an internal disagreement where it just makes me look really inconsistent. It makes me look really flaky. It makes me look really unreliable and undependable. And I want to be true to myself, and I don't want to force myself to be what other people want me to be, because that life was miserable. But I do need to figure out how to allow each noodle to speak their truth and still live a consistent, reliable, dependable life. We all deserve it. We all deserve that. Even if we don't all want that, we all deserve it. Definitely something to talk about with the therapist. Anyways, thanks for letting me gab. I'm gonna go to sleep now. I will talk to y'all later. Good night.